For as long as I can remember, I've always been a perfectionist. Before doing an exam, sending an email, or doing a pitch in front of a client, I tend to spend a lot of time preparing myself, worrying about everything that could possibly go wrong. The truth is that I often unconsciously orient my actions toward one thing: being in control, making sure everything is perfect, avoiding the stress of failure. In fact, these details are most of the time not really important, so worrying about them just prevent me from spending time on the projects that I like. So these are the 3 effective ways that I found to reduce the negative sides of being a perfectionist that I think might help you. The first one seems pretty obvious, but it's to recognize when we are being perfectionists. I always knew that I was a perfectionist, but it's only 6 months ago, after reading an article about it, that I started to pay closer attention on my habits. I then realized that I was spending a lot of time focusing on things that were not really adding any value to my work, simply to make sure that I was not making any mistakes. Now, to prevent me from going down that path, I'm always asking myself that specific question before starting anything. Am I maximizing the impact of my work? For example, I could have spent an extra 10 hours making sure this video is closer to perfection, but would it really improve the impact of the message I want to share with you guys? I don't think so. The truth is that I will learn a lot more making 10 good videos instead of 4 perfect ones. And I think the same thing applies to a lot of situations. The second technique that I use is to always focus on getting better. I say that because I tend to be super critical with myself. I find it hard sometimes to see my qualities and my achievements because there is so much room to improve and I feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be. This is why I try as much as possible to point out the good things that I do and build on those strengths instead of just stressing out the fact that I'm not perfect. If I take the videos that I make as an example, I could be critical with myself and let the little voice in my head tell me that my videos suck because they're not as good as the one made by Casey Neistat. Instead, I focus on getting better after each video and I pat me in the back for achieving a higher standard after each video. I think it makes all the difference in the world to put the emphasis on getting better, improving your game instead of trying to be perfect. It helps us to get more work done and remove the unhealthy stress from the equation. The third technique is to enjoy the journey and not the destination. It's important because we tend as perfectionists to focus on the end result without worrying too much if we're gonna have fun working for that big goal. When I was younger, I read a couple books about successful people, and I thought that to be as happy and successful as these people seem to be, I had to be rich. I came to the realization in 2018, after spending 6 months on creating a startup that ended up nowhere, that I needed more than just the end goal of being a wealthy entrepreneur to be motivated and to create something that lasts. I then decided to change my long-term / big goals mindset into a more short-term view with a big emphasis on working on projects that I really enjoy doing. I really think we need to enjoy the iterative process of creating, making mistakes, learning from these mistakes, and then improving our work. The end result is just a bonus. Alright, those are the 3 techniques that worked for me and I hope will bring you a little bit closer to your goals. Thank you so much guys, and I hope this video was helpful. Hit the like button and subscribe if you aren't already, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.